Imagine a city in Africa, richer than London and Paris combined. Sounds impossible, right? For decades, the narrative about Africa has been dominated by stories of poverty and struggle. But what if I told you that this perception, while holding some truth, massively overlooks a story of immense wealth? A story buried deep beneath the African soil. Today, we're not talking about a single city made of skyscrapers and gold-paved streets. We're talking about a conceptual city. A concentration of wealth so vast it dwarfs some of the world's most famous capitals. This city is the Witwatersrand Basin in South Africa. Let's break down the numbers because they are staggering. The City of London has a GDP of roughly $800 billion. Paris is around $700 billion. Together, their economic output is about $1.5 trillion. That's a huge number, representing the combined economic might of two of the most powerful cities on Earth. Now, hold that thought. The Witwatersrand Basin, centered around Johannesburg, is the largest gold resource ever discovered. Since the late 1800s, over 50,000 tons of gold have been pulled from its deep, ancient rock formations. To put that into perspective, that's nearly half of all the gold ever mined in human history. At today's gold prices, the value of the gold already extracted from this one region is over $3 trillion. That's double the combined GDP of London and Paris. And here's the kicker. Geologists estimate there's still just as much, if not more, gold left in the ground. So when we say the Witwatersrand is richer than London and Paris combined, we're not talking about annual GDP. We're talking about raw, intrinsic wealth locked within the earth. It's a treasure chest that has powered economies, funded empires, and shaped global finance for over a century. The discovery of gold here in 1886 triggered one of the largest gold rushes in history. And in just a decade, a dusty mining camp called Johannesburg transformed into the largest city in South Africa. This immense wealth didn't just stay in Africa. The gold from the Witwatersrand was crucial for the British Empire, helping to establish the gold standard, and solidifying London's position as the financial capital of the world. It funded wars, built industries on other continents, and created fortunes for international mining corporations. The story of this city is a global one, with its riches flowing out across the world, shaping the modern economic landscape we see today. But this brings us to the most thought-provoking and difficult part of the story. If this region holds such unimaginable wealth, why doesn't Johannesburg look like a city paved with gold? Why does South Africa still grapple with such profound inequality and poverty? This is the paradox of the Witwatersrand. The wealth was extracted, but it was not evenly distributed. The system of apartheid, which was brutally enforced for decades, was designed specifically to control this wealth. Black South Africans provided the dangerous, back-breaking labor in the mines, but were systematically denied any share of the profits, any ownership of the land, and any political power. The immense riches of the Witwatersrand created a tale of two cities within one. On one side, opulent suburbs for the white minority, mirroring the richest parts of Europe and America. On the other, impoverished townships for the black majority, lacking basic services and opportunities. The gold that made London and other global cities richer simultaneously entrenched deep poverty and division right on top of the source. It's a stark reminder that natural resources don't automatically translate to national prosperity for everyone. The systems of power, politics, and justice that govern those resources are what truly matter. Even today, in a post-apartheid South Africa, the legacy of this unequal distribution of wealth is everywhere. Johannesburg is a city of incredible dynamism and culture, a true African powerhouse. But it's also one of the most unequal cities in the world. The challenge for South Africa now is a monumental one. How do you redress the imbalances of the past? How do you ensure that the remaining wealth from the world's richest goldfield benefits all of its citizens, not just a select few or foreign corporations? This isn't just a historical lesson, it's a living, breathing issue. As new resource discoveries are made across Africa, from oil in Ghana to coltan in the Congo, the story of the Witwatersrand serves as a powerful cautionary tale. It forces us to ask critical questions. Who owns the resources? Who benefits from their extraction? And who pays the price? The true measure of a nation's wealth isn't just what's in the ground, but how that wealth is used to uplift its people. The story of the Witwatersrand isn't a simple one of riches. It's a complex, multi-layered narrative about wealth, power, injustice, and the enduring quest for a more equitable future. It challenges our perceptions of Africa and forces us to look beyond the headlines. So the next time you think of global wealth, remember this hidden city in South Africa, a place richer than London and Paris combined, whose story is a powerful lesson for the entire world. Thank you so much for joining me on this deep dive. If you found this story as fascinating and thought-provoking as I do, please hit that like button, share it with someone who might find it interesting, and be sure to subscribe to the channel for more stories that challenge the way we see the world. Your support helps us create more content just like this. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.